Okay, hello YouTube. Today's Sunday. We have a nice topic to discuss. I'm Sarah, your hostess, and I'm here with Luis, Katiana, Gabriel, and Charles. There is someone coming here as well. And let's have fun. I already introduced myself, so I'm gonna ask for Gabriel. Can you introduce yourself first?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Gabriel. I'm 35 years old. I live in Canada, French side of Canada. I speak French. I'm a mathematician. I work with data. I'm married. I have a daughter, and it's the last days with heat in Quebec. It's very hot today, very humid. We try to enjoy the summer because the winter is coming. The winter is hard. I will answer the first question now, or no?
I'm gonna go to the questions after.
Okay.
We can
Okay.
know each other, okay?
Okay.
And how about you, Luis?
Good evening, all. My name is Luis. I have 28 years old. I live in Minas Gerais, in a city called Martin Campos, and I work with IT, security, data security, focus on network. I'm graduated in mechatronics engineer, and I like dogs. I like to ride a bike. Today is a hot day here. It's one of the first hot days. The summer is coming here, and I just stay home, but with the exception that about 4 p.m. I go out to experiment some ice cream, and that's it. That was a good day. And I'm here now to speak English.
Thank you, Luis. Sundays are great days for ice cream. Actually, every day can be good for this dessert. And how about you, Charles?
Hello, everyone. My name is Charles Lopes, 42 years old, married with a gorgeous wife called Jacqueline Bailão. I miss her so much. Father to daughters called Laura and Luisa. I was born in Brasilia, but nowadays I live in Calgary, Canada. I think it's enough for today. And I would like to say hello, Bruno Fernandes. Long time no see you, man. It's a pleasure see you again. Yeah, that's it.
Nice, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruno. Since Charles mentioned you, you can introduce yourself for the others.
For sure. So my name is Bruno. I'm 32 years old. I'm married. I work at a freight forwarder company for 9 years, and there I'm a financial analyst. You know, I'm part of the collection team, so I need to call to the customers to convince them to pay the dependencies, you know, that they have, and receive the money, of course, the most important part. And I'm host here as well, and it's a pleasure to be part of this team with Sarah and the others. And that's it, guys.
Thank you, Bruno. Nice to have you here with us. And let's go to Fernando. I don't know if he's here, but if you are, say your words. Okay, he's here. Hey, Fernando. I can listen to you. Can you speak again? Okay, so I'm gonna give you some more time. I'm gonna go with Katiana now. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Katiana. I'm 39 years. I have 39 years old. I'm married. I have a little daughter. My daughter, the name of my daughter is Ana Carolina. And I'm engineer. I work with engineer. I think it's 15. It is in this year it's 15, almost 16 years. Now I work with projects in the oil and gas sector.
Thank
A
you,
little bit
Katiana.
about me.
Thank you so much. And guys, let's move to the questions. We have a lot of 10 questions to discuss. The first one, have you ever traveled abroad? Where have you been? If you haven't, like it's my case, which country would you like to visit the most? So for me, I've I've never I've never had this experience. I would really like it. I think it is amazing for you to get to know a different culture and to be around different people. And the food must be amazing. I think the food is one of the best parts of every travel experience, you know. And right now, I'm thinking about Canada. I don't know if it's because I have a lot of Canada people here on Talking Talk, always sharing about the experience, you know. Maybe I'm influenced somehow. But also Europe, maybe France, because I've been learning the language, and I would like to practice with the French, even though I don't think they would like me so much. I don't know. Some people say they are uh, straight to the point, and we as Brazilians, we are different. We are more warm, you know, and maybe I could feel this difference. But I would like to go to take the photos and have and try the food that must be amazing. It's a reference for the whole world, you know. So I would definitely enjoy this experience alone or with my family. I think the most important part is for you to travel and put yourself out there. That's it. And how about you, Luis?
Well, I've never traveled abroad, but I would like to stay for a time in Ireland. I would like to do some kind of internship there, or maybe in South Africa, or one place that I could improve my English. And I would like to visit French too, because I would like to learn French, but for now, just English, because it's a lot of information already. And the question are are saying about overseas, but maybe I would like to visit Uruguay too, here in South America. And that's it. I totally agree with what you said about food and new no new cultures, and that's it. It's very important. I think sometimes that Brazil have a lot of countries inside one country, but I'd like to visit some place here and abroad.
Yes,
And that's it.
good point. It's a lot of diversity we have here, so we can have different experiences. I still have a lot of places that I would like to go here inside of the country as well. And you, Bruno?
Well, in my case, I never had the opportunity to go abroad, you know. This is something that I really want to do, you know. I remember that we had a meeting in the past that we were talking about travel and the place that we would like to go, you know. And the first place that comes to my mind is England, you know, because England has a rich place. I mean, there are so many stories about England, you know, invasion of Vikings and something like that. And I really like this kind of thing, you know, the Crusade, and yeah, I really love this. And but I know that to go to England is so much expensive, you know. So if I had the opportunity, I would go first there. But if not, if I don't have so much money to go, I would like to go to Canada as well because I already have some friends from there, you know, Charlie's and Gabriel. Maybe they can give me some advice or help when I arrive there someday, you know. Yeah,
Smart
that's
move.
it. Yeah.
And you, Charles, do you wanna accept Bruno in your house?
Yeah, man, you are welcome here, and feel free, and only give me a call. Here it's amazing. It's amazing. It's so much organized. This city. I'm only 10 days here, but I'm already love this place. I stood a little bit before come, but yeah, it's amazing. Everything here, it's so much organized. About travel, I already traveled to Peru, Machu Picchu. It's a gorgeous place, and I strongly recommend. I'm passionate. My family and I, we are passionate for mountains, and so for me, it's a beautiful example of mountain and things like that. And we already had in Chile, in south of Chile, close the Patagonia Chilena, and near the mountains too. Yeah, and if I need to choose one place for visit, maybe Everest. It's my big dream. I use say my, but it's my family dream. My wife and I, we have the same desire, and we love mountains, the energy, and it's our big dreams to visit Everest. And we choose Calgary exactly because of this. We live near the mountains too, and I hope visit too much. Yeah, that's it about me.
Great. I
Tatiana.
always see the TV shows with the mountains in Canada, and the view is always amazing. Thank you, Charles. Go ahead, Tatiana.
I live abroad for I think 5, almost 6 months. I live in Dublin, in the Ireland. But it's a long time ago. It's a very good experience because you know a different kind of cultures, foods, and you have it's a good experience. You know about the other cultures. It's very interesting. I was young in that time. It's for me. It's the best. I I think it's a pleasure staying in the other country and with different cultures. And I love travel, and my family love travel too. I stay in the Paris. I love Paris because I think it's a beautiful place for stay, and expand Portugal and the other countries. I love travel. For me, the travel it's a how do you say investimento. I if it's possible for me pay for one car or travel, I prefer travel. And about in the future, my family and I looking for the visit for the places, the Tuscany in the Italy. I think it's an amazing place for stay. Germany, and I think I need more time for travel a lot. It's my wish because I love these things.
All of us, I would like to go with you to Italy. Just take me. I promise I won't take a lot of space, okay? And how about you, Gabriel? What's your choice for traveling?
When I was living Brazil, I went to Paraguay to buy electronics cheaper, and Argentina with my wife to go a romantic city in Buenos Aires, European architecture, and since I live in Canada, my destination is the hot countries like Brazil or Cuba, or eh, when it's just a side of Canada. We go to United States, to New York or Boston or Miami. Miami is very, very good. I never see uh, uh, many Ferraris or Lamborghinis in another place in the country. Miami, it's good. Miami, my dream. I live in Canada, but Miami, yeah, and I want to move to Alberta, just as like change six for half a dozen. Uh, but my dream, a day I go to move to Miami, and for next year, I'm planning with my wife to go to Israel. At the winter Israel is good. It's just zero, just -2. It's not like here -35. And we and my wife we want to go to Israel uh, to go out here in the winter, because after some years it's very tired for us. And I think it's Bruno. Bruno, welcome. Quebec is not great like Alberta, but Quebec needs a lot of works, IT works, nurse works. Come on, come in.
Thanks for inviting me, man. I will think about it. I really want to go, but yeah, I don't know. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you just got the invitation. Maybe you should consider it. And guys, I think Fernando fixed his microphone. Can you talk, Fernando?
Okay. Hi, everybody. I've already traveled to Paraguay, but that I don't even tell. I'd like to travel to United States because of capitalism and marketing. Big events like basketball and football matches. I'd like to travel to Germany because of engineering. Portugal, France, and Italy, and Spain for the history. The football, going to some big team football match, and United Kingdom for drinking a beer at the Cavern Club in Liverpool because of Beatles played there. That's it.
Yeah, the good thing about Europe is that you can go, for example, to a country and then have the experience to go to others by trying. It's really a good option. I have a friend who's moving to Portugal, and he's willing to know to go to a lot of countries. Just take the time you are there to meet a lot of them, because here it's a fortune to go to another state. Even it's so expensive, but it's life. Let's move to question number 2. Okay, so I would like to know from you, Luis, about your best trip. What was your destination? Question number 2.
I like to go to the beach. Not too much, but I like. The times that I had on the beach to see the sea, all right, the ocean. This relaxes me. Just to see. I even need to be there inside, but just to see it's relaxed. But a travel that I've liked it was a family travel that I had before the pandemic times for a city here in Minas Gerais state, a very beautiful city called Tiradentes. It was a good travel because my family gone, and that's it. It was a good.
Great. I would like to go to Minas someday. It seems amazing, and the people are very. It seems to be very warming, like the people here in my state. But I don't know.
Yes,
I'm just guessing.
yes, have a lot of mountains and waterfalls, and you can drink a coffee and eat a pão de queijo. It's good too.
Yeah, perfect combination. Thank you.
You are invited.
Thank you. I'm gonna remember this. And how about you, Katiana? What was your best trip?
I think if it's possible, I talk about two. My travel for Dublin, it's amazing because in that time I'm very younger. It's very interesting for me, and I make some friends in that time, and it's very good. But the other trip, it's with my husband. It's before my daughter born, and I stay in Madrid with my husband, and it's the spring. It's a beautiful kind for walking for the streets. I think the culture of Spanish it's very similar to Brazil, and I love this culture. I think the Italian, the Spanish, it's very friend with us. It's very similar to Brazil. And I remember, I think this travels, it's my best in my opinion in my life.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for sharing. And let's go with Bruno. How about you?
Yeah, so in my case, I unfortunately I don't have so much opportunities to travel, but I have I had traveled to Curitiba, and it was a really great trip. It was a business trip, but I enjoy a lot because I was able to meet new people, and it's funny when you see and realize the accent, the different accents that we have all over Brazil. It's really funny, and I in my case I really like the South accent. I don't know why. I think that there are a program that there is a character that she talks like Pato Branco or something like that. I don't know if you remember, but it was this this series. It was really nice and enjoyable to watch. And all the time that I see someone from Curitiba, I remember this accent. Really nice to talk to people from there. Yeah, and that's it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the accents too. My favorite is Minas. I think that's really nice the way they talk and the rhythm. I don't know, it's cute. I like it really much. And about my trip, I would say I really loved when I went to Canindé do São Francisco, that is in Sergipe. Beautiful landscape with the canyons, the river, São Francisco. I really loved that. I went with a friend of mine, and we had a great time with the boat. I don't know the name of the boat, but it's a boat basically that goes, and you get to have this trip. It's really amazing, and the people were really friendly as well to give you information, to share to ask about your hometown. I really like when I go to a trip and they ask me about how is here where I live, to make this connection. So I really enjoyed. For me, the traveling is about the people I met and the place itself. So really good for me.
Just one thing that I want to add about Curitiba is about the bus stop, It's amazing, that bus stop, because it's like a capsule. You go inside and you are protected from the rain. It's like a future city. It's really nice to be there and see this kind of thing. Yeah, that's it.
It must be a dream because here it's boiling hot. So when we don't have nothing to cover, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's the same in my city. Oh my God.
I can imagine. I can relate actually. And how about you, Charles?
Yeah, I have more than one excited travel, but I will bring one special travel that I made in the interior of cold side of Minas Gerais, Ouro Preto. Because one more time, I like mountains. Maybe Ouro Preto is not too big mountains, but it's a accident topography, and it's a cultural place to man old buildings. And I love Minas. I was born in Brasília. My family is from Goiás, near the border from Minas, and Minas it's a state that I have too much admiration, and I really like Minas Gerais. And I guess my best travel was in Ouro Preto. It's an iconic city, and I think have a lot of story for tell for us. Yeah, I think that's it. But I had other travel within Brazil. I guess I can use this, like Maranhão, Ceará, outside. So good. Brazil, it's an amazing country. I'm living in Calgary right now, but I love Brazil. And I think it's an amazing country that have some crazy governance. Yeah, I think that's it. I will not talk about this because I cannot make a mess in our meeting. Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah, Charles. It's a meeting. It's a topic for another day's meeting because it's deep, right? But thanks for sharing your ideas. And Gabriel, can you share with us about your experience?
Yes, my last July I was in Calgary. I find it's very, very well. It's beyond my expectations. And when you go out to Brazil, you start to appreciate more the natural beautiful sort of Brazil. And I was in Brazil last April. I came from São Paulo, but we and my mother, my siblings, we go to Vila Velha. It's a nice beach, better than beaches in São Paulo. And but I think my better trip all the time it's to Florida, because there's no winter in Florida. Winter in Florida, it's 25 degrees. It's very nice. And it's a rich state, so many people. The people speak Spanish too. So many opportunities. It's like I said, it's a dream. Florida, it's a very dream.
Thank you. I think my connection fell for a minute. Can you guys listen to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry for the connection. Just a little problem. Gabriel, did you finish?
Yes.
Thank you for sharing. And Fernando, let's go with you now.
My honeymoon trip, we went to Itacaré, Morro de São Paulo, and Península de Maraú. Beautiful beach. And there we enjoyed the beach during the day, and go to restaurants at night. Beautiful place in the Bahia state.
Yeah, I'm from Bahia, so I know what you're talking about, but I won't be so talking about the state, but it's great. The landscapes and the view and the people, we are awesome. Sorry for the just adding something. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. Thank you, Fernando. And I think we can skip a little some questions here to change a little bit the direction. Let me see. Question number 6. Let's start with Bruno. For you, the advantages and disadvantages of traveling alone. What do you think?
Well, the advantages is I think you enjoy more, you know. I am a kind of person that I like to do some stuffs alone, you know. I don't know why. I think that is something related with my personality, you know. But the advantage is you can enjoy more, you know. You can go anywhere that you want. For example, if you are with someone, maybe this person wants to go to another place and you want to go to another place. So it's kind you need to deal with it and try to find a balance, you know, and decide which place you want to go. Maybe you can go first on the people place, the person place, and then go to your place, you know. And the disadvantages, I think that is, for example, if you, I don't know, maybe you suffer some robbery, you know, maybe it's maybe not. It's complicated because you'll be alone, and to search for help is something really difficult to do because, you know, maybe you I don't know, let's say that you were stolen and you don't have anything to communicate, you know, and you are far away from the place that you need to be. It's hard to think about a scenario like this, you know. But yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, especially if you are abroad, for example. Maybe you lost the friend who speaks the language, you know, and it's going to be really hard to get things done, to ask for help or something, or directions even. It's complicated. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bruno. And how about you, Gabriel? What's your opinion?
I think it's alone. It's you can make what you want. We can go and we can return to a hotel at uh, later of night, etc. You don't need to wait for someone, but it's like a little bit solitude. You don't have someone to share the good moments, but I prefer in family, just me, my wife, my daughter. Not not big groups, a lot of friends, because it's hard to all people agree about what to do at the time, at the attractions. Maybe there are the people to go to the beach very early, another people to go after 9 a.m., or people, we don't go to the beach, you go to the bar, and it's hard to make all wheels of all anyone of his everybody. But a little group, two couples or four people, it's better to share the moments, in my opinion.
Yeah, pretty good. It's hard to combine the taste of all people. Really, really hard. And you, Charles?
Yeah, thank you for having me right now, because I exactly think about Bruno brought some points alone. Gabriel brought some points as a couple. And I think my profile, it's close to Gabriel. And I think the same. We have advantage, disadvantage, but I think what it's matter, it's your spirit. I don't like to big groups. And when I was single, I made some travel alone, and for me the mainly point, it's cheaper than as a couple. But nowadays, when you got married, I think every trip it's more excited when you together with your family. And for me, travel without my family, it's not a travel. Yeah. So I prefer travel with they. And same, it's a little bit more expensive. I prefer travel with my dog and my wife. And I miss her a lot. I'm here alone, and I cry every day. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my gosh.
Sarah frozen. Sarah frozen.
How about now?
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
Thanks for the feedback. And let's go with Luis now. What do you think?
All of you that already said brought some important points from two sides. And I don't know exactly, but I think that it's very good when you go to some place and you can share all the feelings to see a new place, to visit a new place, to learn a new culture. When you share this, it's better than when you go alone. Maybe I traveled alone before. I think I've thought that I connect myself. All right, I went to the beach alone and stayed there just to see the ocean, and it was very good. But I was there too in groups, and it was good, very good too. And that's it. I think when I travel in a group, it's better to share all the feelings. I think that is important. It's very important. I don't have a family like Charles. I have a family with my father and mother, and that's it. But and travel with family, it's very good too. And that's it.
I agree. When I travel alone, I always think about showing my mom the places and my dad as well. It's funny because you're just, oh, I'm gonna enjoy it so much, but at some point you miss the people in your family. I think it is part of us, as social people. It's just like happens. And how about you, Katiana? What do you prefer?
Um, I think when you travel alone, I think you're choose the things what you really like. When you stay with other people, sometimes you need to stay with in the things we don't like a lot. And for example, my husband love museums, and all the time my husband in the travel stay in the museums. And they say, I go to the street, I go to the shop, is the other thing. But I stay with my husband, for example, because I like museums, but I don't like stay all the day in the museums, for example. And I think it's depend in the what the time in your life. For example, now I have a family, and I looking for the possibilities when I stay with my family together with my daughter and the small group of the people, because I agree with Charles and Gabriel. When you have a daughter, the the other people have other plans for drinking, for sleeping until 12. And when you have a kid, you need to stay with the kid in the good time. It's usually in the morning. And if a people is single, it's nothing similar to you.
Yeah, good point. I, your kids must be excited about the trip. So if you just want to do what's good for you, they won't be happy, right? And how about you, Fernando?
Um, I think if you have targets that depend on you, um, other people with different goals can get in the way. Um, but if you go to a romantic place and see the other couples in love and you are alone, it may not be cool. Uh, so you drink a lot and go to your ex-girlfriend and cry.
Yes. Yes, good example. I've been to Gramado like alone, and there are a lot of couples, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm here, just me. No one to take pictures with me, just the feeling. It was good, but at the same time, I know what you mean.
Guys, just add something. If I would travel right now, of course I would like to travel with my wife and daughter. You know, you make me feel guilty because of everyone
You
has
should.
your own opinion about.
You should.
But
Bring
of
your
course,
family
no,
always.
but for
Kidding.
example, if I would like to go to watch a game, a match of my favorite soccer team, and my wife don't like it, so I would like to go alone, because she don't like, so she doesn't like, so I it's not necessary to bring her with me. But in other place, of course, I would like to be with my family, my daughter. It would be a great experience for sure.
Makes sense. You're forgiven. Okay, don't worry. And guys, I'm gonna ask different questions for different people, okay? So we can explore the question a little bit more. Let's go. Um, Gabriel first. Question number 8. How do you choose your location? Like inspired by other people's or photos or just by you?
I watch many channels about travel in YouTube, but always I discuss with my wife to choose another the next destination. It's the destination have most common between me and her, and we don't know yet. Uh, it's like that, but it's not in general. It's not a recommendation for channels or friends. It's just a wish we have, based in our background, our history. I like very much history, and for example, to go to Israel, it's very there is a lot of history in open area. It's a little bit complicated because the war entre Israel and the Palestinians, but um, we have a lot of history there. It's very attractive for me and my wife.
Yeah, good. I really like what you said about agreeing with the place. It's important for you both to be happy in the trip. Really good. And now I have question number 9 for Luis. What kind of souvenirs from your travels do you like to buy? Like mugs, I don't know, cards. What is it?
I would like to bring some souvenirs that can be useful and that can remember the place. All right. Last time that I've traveled to a really small city that called Bichinhos, is almost a historical city near Tiradentes, and I've brought some things there for my father, for my mother, and for me, I've brought a caneca. I don't know exactly the word. If someone can help me, caneca. How can I say?
Mug.
Cup. Mug. Thank you very much, Charles. I've brought a mug that I usually almost every day to drink my coffee and remember that it was a good travel.
Yeah, I like mugs very much. It's really useful. You're right.
Yes, it was a place that the art, it's very, very impressive there. A city with a lot of artists, a lot of paintings, and I brought a caneca, a mug, with a painting from the city, and it was a very paint.
Yeah. And how about you, Chaves? Do you like to bring mugs too, or other stuff?
No, I don't like. My wife like, and I hate.
Yeah.
I don't like to buy nothing, and I think I don't need nothing for remember. I respect you, Luis, or it's not a discussion, right? It's not a arguing. But for me, I'm like only enjoy the travel, spend my money with food, right? And it's because I need to carry on the bags too. My wife want to buy everything, pens and clothes, and the bags. How I can say voltam, come back to have, and I really don't like this. But it's only my way. I nowadays I don't like to take picture because I think I lost a lot of time. Nowadays I used to saw a lot of person traveling, a lot of picture, and don't enjoy the landscape, don't enjoy the place, don't enjoy to talk. And I don't like nothing this. I don't like buy, I don't like to take pictures. I like only stay and talk, and feel the place. I think it's more important for me. But I'm a little bit different. And if I need to buy something, I will follow Luis. I will buy something useful. Yeah, I agree with you, Luis.
Great.
For you, don't mad with me, okay?
I don't think he will.
Yeah, no, it's only our way. We are different. Yeah.
Of course. I was thinking about what you said, to enjoy the experience more than just taking pictures, because yesterday I was watching Coldplay's concert at Rock in Rio, and they said no, during a song they said no cameras and no phones, just wave, put your hands in the air and enjoy the moment. And it was one of the best moments of the show, in my opinion, because people were truly living, they could connect a little bit more with the singers and the band. And I really like when I can pay attention to the moment fully without being obsessed with my phone and the pictures and Instagram, really good.
Yeah. For Aj, I know I will do a mess in your meeting, but I used to leave this in the small a presentation from my daughters. All the time, my daughters will do some presentation from your school, and my wife and every mother spend your time take picture and don't enjoy the time and don't enjoy the moment. Yeah, it's terrible for me.
I agree. Thanks for the comment. And we don't have much more time, but since we don't have another meeting coming, I think I can answer 2 more questions with Bruno and Fernando. I can ask. Fernando, question number 10. Do you think only rich people can travel anywhere? What tips can you give to someone who wants to travel, but they don't have enough money? How do you see this question?
No, you just need to align your expectations and your money. Search with people like you, and about the money, né? Search the internet. But there is no such thing as a free lunch. But it's not necessary to be rich to travel.
I feel you. We have to. I really like what you said. We have to search people who have a similar condition to us, so you can see it's not impossible to travel without a lot of money. Really good. Thank you, Fernando. And Bruno, last but not least, question number 7. Do you like to talk with local people when you travel, or do you do in a different way?
Yeah, I love to talk with locals, because we can know about the city that we are in, and we can know about the history, everything related with it, and know about the people as well, make new friends. It's really important, and I think that this kind of experience make your trip it like enrich your trip. That's it, make it better. That's the thing. That's it.
Yeah, pretty good. And I want to know from all of you guys, have you ever needed to talk in a second language for a trip? Let me go, Luis. How about you?
If I had talked in another language?
Yeah.
No, never. I found I already meet some people from another culture and talk with him in Portuguese and English, and as me as a local, but not go to another place and talk with another language.
Good, interesting. Thanks, Luis. And you, Charles?
Oh, I don't got well. Ask again, Sarah.
Okay, have you ever talked in a second language when you
And
were
now,
traveling?
now in
Oh, right,
Calgary,
of course.
now in Calgary, I need to do this because here we can find some Brazilian people, but it's not too often. But no, before I travel to the South American, and there people are so much friendly, and you can talk Portuñol well, and everyone can understand you. It's amazing travel to South America, and I really recommend, and I really love this space in the earth. All right, I'm here, and I think here it's so much organized, but I love this place where you live right now. And yeah, I live the America, I live the South America. I love. Yeah, and we
Yeah.
don't have any problem travel to South America because people are too much friendly. Yeah, and here
That's good to
too.
know.
Here we don't need too much English. Okay, it's a crazy thing you think we need too much English here because we don't need, because here anyone talk with anyone. You need only here have your documents, because all the time give me your passport, give me this, give me the kill, give me, oh, you can talk with anyone. The bus you don't need English for nothing here, right? Of course, if you do something more elaborate like work, like student, maybe you will need. But for travel, for visit, you don't need, right? You can come.
Yeah, but it's better, right, to interact with the people in a deeper way if
Yeah.
you know the language,
Yeah.
to connect, for example.
But only for travel, only for visit, you don't need English, too much English, because here the conversation is, it's very quickly. It's only this, give me this, you will pay money or card, and you need only greetings like sorry, thank you, give me this, and only this. You don't need English, elaborate English. Like your level, it's too much more than necessary here. All right? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
a expectation. When when I was in Brazil, I thought here we will need too much English, and when I arrive here, and wow, I don't
yeah,
need English here.
I get it.
Yeah.
Get it. English is really important for us nowadays, but we
Yeah.
shouldn't put so much pressure to have the perfect English to have a communication. Really good.
Yeah.
Thanks for your comment. And guys, we passed time, as you can see it. I posted here the link for the survey. You can give your feedback, suggest a topic, a rate, okay? Thank you so much for this experience. I didn't split us because it's Sunday, it's a free day to have a conversation. So no, I didn't want to put many rules, just have a free conversation with you. And thank you so much for your time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Does anyone want to say something?
Thank you, Sarah, for give us your time today, Sunday.
My pleasure, guys. Have a nice week, okay? I'll be waiting for you on Mondays, 7 p.m. or other days we can meet as well, because I'm always here covering for someone. That happens a lot. And that's it. Fernando? Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Good night.